Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. The time has come. I'm going to be setting back up my flipping farm for when I'm away. I originally quickly disbanded it just so I could have some money for when Dragon Slayer 2 came out, and I just wanted to make some videos that require more money, so that was originally why I disbanded it. However, now since I'm going to be traveling around South America, I won't be checking in on this account very frequently. Having a flipping farm like that will be extremely useful. So this time I'm going to try something a little bit different. Last time I had a ton of different items. I diversified into a bunch of different things, and the profit was pretty good because of that. However, this time I'm going to just stick to elemental runes and pure essence. The reason I am doing that is because I won't have a lot of time to update these offers and make sure that the margins are staying the same. And for that reason, runes and pure essence are going to be the best because they are always going to be the same margin. Elemental runes are almost always 4 into 5. Pure essence are almost always 5 into 6. Maybe I'll do mind runes as well, but I think that's going to be about it. Another reason I am doing this is because I'm kind of learning after doing this more that having larger offers in for larger amounts of time can actually benefit you more, because having the offer in, I think max is 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, your items stop coming through. But until then, you'll have the oldest offer in the Grand Exchange, and because of that, you're going to be getting a lot more items than the next guy just put it in like an hour ago. So that's another great reason. I'm going to compare it a little bit to what I had last time. So yeah, let's first figure out how many items per account. So most of the items are going to be 4 GP each. One of them will be 3 and one of them will be 5. So averages out probably around between 4 and 5 somewhere. So we're going to try to do between 250k of each item per offer slot per account. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so there's no good way to do this. I'm just going to start adding on the money to the account and buying one of 6 things. I'm going to either buy air runes, earth runes, water runes, fire runes, mind runes, or pure essence. Now the focus is going to be on pure essence. My ideal goal is going to be about 20 pure essence slots, and then an even amount of whatever's left. So maybe somewhere around 10 would be good. So this process I go through every week. While it's not that time consuming yet, it is extremely boring. It takes me about an hour to log into each of my 30 accounts so far and add on the items or take the items off. I am planning on adding on more accounts eventually. However, before I end up doing that, I would like to have my offers be in for more long term. So let's say I have up to 50 accounts in maybe a month or two. Ideally, I would only check 25 of those once a week. So every 2 weeks I'd be checking each account. However, I'd be kind of alternating back and forth. I think that'd be a lot more of a more palatable way for me to do it, because I wouldn't have to do like 3 hours of pretty much just data entry, because it's just so goddamn boring, guys. I'm sorry. However, the reward is definitely worth it. So I'm really not sure how this new strategy is going to work out. I know these items I have chosen are the highest volume items that you can do, but they do have a lot more competition for them, so sometimes they don't necessarily work better. However, I'm hoping that my new strategy of having the items be more aged or staying in the offer slots longer is going to allow me to buy out these items before other people, and might actually increase my per account totals. So comparing it to my other farm layout, on the last week I did it, I ended up with about 9 mil in profit, which I would say let's drop that down to 8, because after I sold everything off, I realized I hadn't profited on everything. Some items like the body rune and feathers and stuff, I ended up buying at too high of a price, and I ended up losing some money or just breaking even on it anyway. So 8 mil in a week is what we're going to try to beat. And for that earlier point, that is exactly why I'm doing this new strategy. I don't really want to feel like I'm neglecting my offers if I don't check them in a couple weeks. I don't want to come back and have myself buy like 3 million body runes and be like, well, fuck, what do I do with these? So I'm hoping with this new setup, I will be pretty safe. I don't expect it to make as much money as my last one, but who knows really. We'll have to wait and find out, to be honest. So one other kind of minor obstacle for this account is going to be adding on new ones, because for the next 6 months, if you don't know, I'm going to be in South America. I probably do know because I keep saying it. But I'm going to only be on my laptop, which I'm not really sure how many accounts I could run at once, but I'm going to guess it's probably not going to work for 5. Plus, I'd be doing it on a much smaller screen. So adding on the accounts is going to be a pain. I'm not sure if maybe like I could just add on one account every week or something, but that seems extremely inefficient. It only takes like an extra like 20% time to do 5 accounts as opposed to doing one. Like I've literally beat people through Tutorial Island because I've done it so many times. with my 5 accounts. That's something I'm definitely gonna have to work out. Probably what I'll end up doing is making the accounts maybe 5 at a time if I can, but I won't be recording it because doing that at the same time will definitely tax my computer more than it needs to. And honestly, you don't really need to see the account creation process anyway, so hopefully it'll work out. Or even if I can do like a batch of 2 and a batch of 3, that would definitely be much better. It'll only take a couple hours. Now, as far as how frequently the updates are going to be for this, I think it's going to be once every 2 weeks when I'm traveling. Maybe when I get back, I'll get it back down to maybe once every week and just kind of alternate the accounts. So you'll kind of see over the next couple months, my main motto is going to be hyper efficiency when I'm playing. I don't mean that in the conventional sense, but something like the flipping farm is going to be super good for me because this might generate 5 to 10 mil every week, which I can use for videos or progressing on accounts. If I'm going to have playtime on my account, they're going to be doing something high XP, something like chinchampas or cooking or something like that, or maybe do some questing. But I'm not going to be doing like fucking motherload mine or something like that when I'm on a beach in Costa Rica or something. But anyway, I'm going to make a separate video about that later. So after adding on all the accounts, we are currently sitting at 20 pure essence slots, 12 air rune slots, 12 earth rune slots, 12 water rune slots, 13 fire rune slots, and 12 mind runes. Now, I guess I didn't add up properly because we have one more fire rune than anything else, but that's not a big deal, and we'll try to even it out later. But pretty well, we have the 10 plus of each of the elemental runes, and we have 20 of the pure essence. Another thing I'm kind of interested in is how will the per account totals compare to my other farm. Quickly comparing it from a random week last week, elemental runes were usually hovering anywhere between 40k per week and 80k per week, which isn't great, but it's not too bad. Mind runes were somewhere in the mix there as well, between 50 and 100k. Pure essence was almost always above 100k a week, sometimes up to 200k. So we'll have to see how having so many more offer slots is going to affect that. And yeah, I think we have everything added onto the account, so we'll go ahead and update our spreadsheet and move on. Okay, we just hopped over here onto the spreadsheet here, so we have a little bit of data to clear out. This is actually right here. Currently we have 27 accounts, and I do have 30 possible accounts. However, accounts 1, 2, and 3. I thought just 1 and 2. Anyway, I think 1, 2, and 3 are going to be selling accounts, so I'm going to use those to hopefully speed up the selling process. So technically we only have 27 accounts, but it's a 30 count farm so far, I suppose. We won't be needing these for a while, so I'll just delete them. This is the profit I had on the last run of about 2 months. Pretty decent. We got about 50 mil, but we're going to clear that out too. We don't need that information. So first week is going to be 30 accounts, and we will have to see what the profit's going to look like. How do you guys think the new farm setup is going to compare to my last one? Do you think it's going to break even, maybe be close, or it's going to be substantially worse? Leave a comment with your predictions for next week. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. If you do enjoy, don't forget to leave the video a like, and I will see you in the next episode.